I'll just tell you, everyone is, I think, very sort of like, they don't know how to feel about this ceasefire deal, right? On the one hand, it's like, thank God, like, we don't want this war to go on forever. On the other hand, it's like, is this the best deal? And they're going to let out murderers and this, that, and the other thing, and what's going to be? And, they say they won. Did they win? Did we not win? Like, what? I can't wrap my mind around it, right? So I just want to say on a very basic level, this is just me talking, okay? I don't know how many people there are in Gaza, like over 1 million, right? So there's over 1 million people right there. Let's say Hamas said, you know what, we give up. We're officially disbanding. No more Hamas. Okay, that would have been great if that had happened, okay? But you've got over 1 million people in Gaza who look at Israel as an oppressor. Are you going to tell me that there isn't going to be a contingent of those people, whether there's a Hamas or not Hamas, who aren't going to say, hey, we should really violently overthrow those guys?
100%.
Like, how do you ever get past that core group who's going to look at Israel that way? So it's almost irrelevant whether there's a Hamas or there's not a Hamas. That's a core reality that we sort of have to live with, for better or for worse. And the only way to counteract that is just through tefillah and through mitzvahs. And so the ball is in our court. The ball was in our court before the war. The ball was in our court during the war. And all the more so, the ball is in our court after the war. Because those people can say, you know something, like what's going on in Syria right now is unbelievable. Like, you don't know how much to take the leader's words at face value. But here's what he's saying. Our country is completely devastated. We are exhausted from all of the war. We don't want more war. And so we're going to rebuild our country.
And no Hezbollah.
So they're not talking about, oh, now it's our turn to wage war on Israel. He's saying the opposite of that. Okay, can you take him at his word? That's beside the point. This is what he's saying. If we do mitzvahs, if we try to investigate reality and draw close to God, believe me, all those people in Gaza are going to go, you know what, let's just rebuild Gaza. Let's just try to make our lives better, at least. Get something out of this. Their minds will be diverted from it. And in the end, it won't be about bullets. Because everything goes back to, are we attaching ourselves to God's will? Are we revealing God's will in this world?